Hey, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Chris, here with reviews on the Amazing Spider-Man number 19.HU and Daredevil number 4. First and foremost, it's good to use my proper voice again for these reviews, but still recovering a little bit, so I do apologize if I still cough or slightly go like that. It's still recovering. It doesn't take... Thought it would take a full week to get myself back together, but not yet. I'm about 90%. I'm at 90% right now. I'm not the full 100. So enough of my health. On to the review. So ASM number 19.HU. So this is the third tie-in within the Hunted story arc, and this one features the Lizard. So this explains how at the end of the previous issue, he ends up being captured by Taskmaster. So written by Nick Spencer, art by Chris Bachalo, and coloring by Eric Arciniega. So after kind of recounting like his whole brief history, you know, him becoming the Lizard, fighting Spider-Man, getting a second chance to be with his family once again. His son Billy escapes, tries to go to a party. He wants to be like a normal kid, despite the fact he's a Lizard. So he's gone missing. Lizard has found out he's been captured by Taskmaster and Black Ant, and following their scent, he's able to find at least Taskmaster at the pop-up with no name, and is able to kind of blackmail him. He poisons his drink and will give him the cure if he can help locate his son. But Taskmaster has seemingly kind of cut his ties with Craven because he was forced to betray Black Ant. And me and someone else were talking about this, how will Taskmaster betray Black Ant? No, they're kind of the best of bros right now. Would he do that? Ends up he did, and then he told his employers to shove it, and now he's kind of drinking away his sorrows of having to betray his friend because of the events of Hunted. So they devise a plan to capture another animal-themed villain that didn't join Hunted, and that's Vermin. They try to catch Vermin. It doesn't seem to work. Vermin is able to get the kind of the high ground on both of them. And there's a good scene where Vermin is just beating the ever-loving crap of the Lizard, and just panel by panel, dialogue box by dialogue box, the Lizard is just thinking, I deserve this. I'm going to die. This Vermin is going to kill me. This is my penance for everything I committed. What I've become, all the crimes I did. You know, I killed my family, but at the end, he hesitates because he feels like he can prove that he's worthy of this second chance that he's given, not with just his family, but his whole life in its entirety. So he's able to take out the Vermin, and the two head to Arcade to see if they can get into where Hunted is taking place. And I'll leave it there. Story, 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. It's like most of the time so far for Hunted, it's completely optional. You don't really need this to figure out how Lizard was captured by Taskmaster. You could just deduce on your own that after Taskmaster blackmails Black Ant, or betrays Black Ant, he goes and captures the Lizard and brings him to the Hunted. So completely optional, but a good issue nonetheless. Art, 3.5 out of 5. This was, you know, the art by Bachalo and the coloring by Arciniega, particularly with Bachalo, was much better than those 2 issues he did for ASM before Hunted started. Especially with the coloring. I can't remember if it was Arciniega that did the coloring for that, but definitely the coloring on that didn't help with Bachalo's art. But for this one, looks like Bachalo actually at least brought his B game with this. Didn't have particularly a lot of problems with his art. It's pretty solid, hence the 3.5. And the cover by who did the cover? By Greg Land and Frank Diamata. 4 out of 5. Good looking cover, good looking coloring and art on it. I'm seeing no porn faces from this because it's Greg Land. Unless somehow you can figure out how which porn face Lizard is from. But overall, this was a good issue. So on to Daredevil number 4, The Punisher has arrived. No Fear Part 4, written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Marco Cicchetto, and coloring by Sonny Gyo. So, after being saved by Punisher, Matt wakes up and Punisher believes, you did it. You finally did it. You're like me now. You kill people. You finally seen the light in a way. So Frank believes that Daredevil 100% killed that robber and has come to his senses in a way, realizing that you got to put him down for good. You know, just beating them up and letting them live. They're just going to continue. More lives are just going to be lost. Unlike me, the Punisher, when I kill them, they stay dead. I'm saving more lives. So you're just like me now, Matt. But Matt's having none of it, and Punisher puts him into the situation where Frank is interrogating someone about the owl. The owl is some business to do with the owl, and Daredevil is able to convince him to stop. You know, he's Frank. He has people who love him. Everyone does. Let him go. It's let go, but the guy decides, you know what? I'm gonna try and kill them. Ends up with Frank killing the man he was torturing, leading to Daredevil breaking out of his restraints and attacking Frank, pretty much setting the whole building on fire, and trying to reaffirm, I'm not you, I'm not a murderer. No, as he says, I'm not a murderer, because if I were, you'd be dead. So he pulls Frank out, and he kind of has a realization for himself. He realizes his greatest fear, kind of that he could kill someone, and so he comes to the conclusion that no, I killed that man. It wasn't the Kingpin or Frank, wasn't an evil twin. Me, Matt Murdock. I can't take it back. He's dead. I have to be better. I have to prove myself. Push through the pain. Have to do the job. So, you know, if this is true, it kind of works with what is going on with Matt's character. It's just like, he's not 100% his original self. He went through a very fatal injury that could have sidelined him temporarily. He had huge doubts about being Daredevil ever again, being the man without fear, because he was afraid for the first time in a long time. But he tried to power through it, and it's costed him. He's not 100% back yet. As shown, he makes simple mistakes, and one of the mistakes leads to someone dying. So what does he do? He blames someone else. You know, it can't be me. I don't make mistakes. I don't kill people. I'm not like Frank Castle, the Punisher. I would never kill someone on purpose. It had to be Kingpin. Someone else framed me. But he comes to the realization, you know, this was my mistake. You know, I killed the man. I should own up to it. I shouldn't go around blaming other people for something that was pretty much my fault. And Zdarsky does this really well leading up to this story arc, because I think it would have felt like a cop-out if it was just like Kingpin or someone, and it would be a Kingpin thing to do to boost his whole like his run as mayor. Just like, see, look, Daredevil kills people. Do you really want a vigilante like that running around? Not while I'm mayor of New York City. I'm here for the people. Daredevil is not. He'd rather kill you. You know, it would be kind of a Kingpin thing to do, but given this whole Matt pretty much learning how to be the man without fear again, and he's making mistakes, mistakes he usually wouldn't do. He kind of has to earn up to it, to how would I say, I've got the word, but I can't just say it. I can't say it at the moment, but live with the mistakes that he has done, and he just can't go straight away blaming others. Thinking he's done this for such a long time, so in his mind, he's never wrong. He can't be wrong. He can't kill people because that's not what he does. He doesn't kill people. He just really badly hurts them, but he would never kill them. So his first thought was to think, someone else did it. Obviously, someone else did it. It can't be me. I'm Daredevil. I don't kill people. But he's finally owning up to his mistakes. Okay, I did. I screwed up, and it cost someone their life. I have to earn back. I have to prove myself. I have to be better. I have to earn back the rest of the city's trust, and I have to do my job, and that's be a hero as the devil of Hell's Kitchen. So, story 4.5. If I'm happy with that. Happy with that conclusion. If it actually was Matt that actually ended up killing him, because I don't see I don't know, unless there's some weird twist. I don't see how it could be someone else. And Matt just figuring out, just realizing that he's not 100% himself yet, as I've said numerous times with that throughout this run, and just he needs to deal with it, and he needs to improve and be better, back to how he originally be, maybe even better than that. Adapt, improve, overcome that whole stick. So yeah, story 4.5. Zdarsky really wrote that whole theme and story well within this issue. Art and coloring by Chichetto and Go. 4.5 as well. The art has been stellar, especially in these parts where Daredevil and Frank fight each other, and when Daredevil sets the place on fire, and he saves Frank and comes to the whole realization about himself. So definitely, the artists are definitely at their best when it comes to the action fight scenes. But overall, the art is amazing and great. The cover, which was by who was the cover artist? Julian Totino Tedesco. They did the art. 4 out of 5, not bad. Yeah, it's a pretty good cover. Very, Punisher's there, Daredevil's there. Simple, it's got it. So that is it for those two, for ASM and for Daredevil. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.